me crazy. I'm so tired, I'm so anxious, I'm so depressed. I can honestly say working, I love my job.
Eh?
Yeah, that's all.
We'll put that in the garbage after. Look at you getting everything done.
But I am so burnt out. My mental health is so bad. Trying to be normal and positive is really, really difficult. So drained, and I'm so sad. I try to keep everything really positive on like my Facebook to a certain degree, obviously, because I'm trying to like cope with this anxiety and this mental health that is amplified. So I've always had mental health. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm very open about that, but it's like really bad now. I had a mental break yesterday, worse than I've had. I've had my mental health kind of go haywire lately. Literally dreading going to work, which is not like me. I never dread going to work. I love my job. I love what I do. I love who I do it for. My mental health was getting so bad that I was even forgetting things that I needed to do for school. I arrive at the bus stop. As my chariot arrives on time, I enter and take a seat by the window. The day is finally over, I think to myself. I find myself dissecting each success and failure. I don't feel satisfied in work anymore, and I catch myself reminiscing of a time where work brought me joy. My focus shifts for a moment. The bus is now driving past a cemetery, and I catch myself envisioning my death and suicide. I try to shake the thought, but the scene plays through. I think about it in detail, and I think of the ways I could go hanging, but I would survive, and I know it just isn't a peaceful way to go, and I know that because I've tried it before. When I or anyone dies, that's it. No more do-overs, no more sunny days, no more hearing I love you from anyone, no more memories, no more birthdays, no more me. And I finally acknowledge that death equals done, and I think for a moment that that scared me, and for that day, that fear may have just saved my life. And until the next time, I'm scared of myself. I'm scared of my mind and my emotions, and I'm doing everything I can to not let these thoughts consume me, which, ironically, causes me to think about it more. And I have to remind myself of reasons to hold on. I have to shake myself when I go into these dark spaces in my mind, but how long can you fight a demon that's in the form of depression?
I feel really sick. I've mentioned to my boss that I'm starting to get a little bit suicidal. A little bit is an understatement. But anyways,
I'm not going to be considered successful anymore or full of potential. I'm going to be considered crazy, and I don't want that. Like, I want to be better. I want to look and feel better, and I haven't been. My face is destroyed from stress.
At 3:54 in the morning because I can't sleep at all because I'm depressed and anxious. Honestly, I just feel like fucking garbage. I'm like wake up one day without thinking about killing myself. Like that seems like a far off dream. I think winning the lottery sounds easier than that. I really don't want to end up killing myself, but I really worry I'm going to. Like I'm trying every day. Guys, I originally was going to record this when I was a little bit more presentable. Anyways, the reason why I did this video is because I have encountered a lot of people who are going through mental health for the first time, and mental health has been exacerbated because of the world situation we're in, and honestly just because people are being more open. I'm also doing it because people are often under the misconception that what you see on the internet is always legitimate. I think like the internet, it kind of does this thing where it focuses on this snapshot in someone's life, a split second in time, and I think a lot of people lose sight of the fact that before and after those photos, during those photos, mental health can still be prevalent. Mental health is not a guaranteed smile swiper. People can smile and still be suicidal. That's me. So I made this video because I went through a lot of losses. To be transparent, I am actually going through a really bad bout of mental health. I have active treatment right now to the point where that is literally all my energy goes towards, is getting my mental health in check. I tried to kill myself on August 4th, and then I tried to kill myself again on August 10th, I believe it was, 10th or 11th. The 11th or the 10th one, I decided instead of throwing myself into a river, it was to call my doctor while I was in Washago. I'm from London. Washago's 4 hours away. I was on vacation, planning to kill myself the day I got there. It was the hardest thing, but it wasn't as hard as realizing that in 24 hours I was probably going to have succeeded with my very disturbing agenda. But it wasn't. I was just trying to fight it, and I've had depression and anxiety my whole life, so I thought, had it this long, probably not that bad. But it was bad. But when you presume that everyone's okay because of what you see on the internet, you might be sadly mistaken. And I wanted to put this out there to contradict what people think about the internet and the people that they see on it. If you got mental health, it doesn't matter the material items, the people that are standing at your doorstep. All that shit doesn't make me better. That shit didn't stop me from going to a doctor's appointment. That shit didn't stop me from, wanting to kill myself on a beautiful vacation that I had paid for. I put it out there because I feel alone. And I think if there's one person on this earth that sees this and goes, fuck, I ain't alone. It sucks. The feeling sucks. But if someone can pull some positivity out of it, going through shit like me, maybe I can too. But to know that there is hope. There is. A big thing I suggest is therapy. A big thing I suggest is self-care that I've learned from my therapy, is to realize that we are only human. We are going to break. And it might happen a lot more than what you would prefer. But every day, you get up and you try. And if today isn't the day to try, you self-care. One of my favorite quotes is, be the change that you want to see in the world. You want to see compassion. You want to see love. Start inside.